if you ever wanted to learn piano, there's really only 3 things that you need to know, or 3 things that you need to do. The first thing is you need to find and adopt an effective practicing method, and I'm going to share one with you later in this video. The second thing you need to do is you need to quit playing songs that you hate and start playing songs that you love, because that's the only way you're going to stay interested in playing piano. And the third thing is to master the 3 concepts, or as I like to call them, the 3 nodes to know of piano. And that is chords, scales, and intervals. Now, this channel is for people who want to learn. And the best way to learn anything is to have a goal. Now, your goal might be to play piano, and that's great, but I'm sure there's something that you really want to know. Maybe a particular song, or maybe you want to be good enough to play in a restaurant, sort of like in the background, so playing kind of restaurant music. Or maybe there's a particular classical or pop song you want to learn. Whatever the case, you need to adopt an effective practicing method. And from my teaching experience, the best way to learn is to practice 4 out of the 7 days out of the week, and set aside 10 minutes, and you just get your iPhone and open the timer app and set 5 minutes, and you wake up in the morning and maybe you set the timer for 5 minutes, and for those 5 minutes just really focus on playing whatever you're playing, or practicing whatever you're practicing. Maybe that's just going over notes on the piano, but whatever you're practicing, just focus for those 5 minutes, and then go to work or go to school or whatever you have going on that day. And when you get home, maybe before dinner or before you go to bed, get your iPhone or whatever phone you have and set the timer again for another 5 minutes. Now, in my teaching experience, I found this is the best way to learn and to become good at the piano. If you want to become great at the piano, then you set aside 21 minutes a day, 4 days out of the week, and 7 minutes in the morning, 7 minutes in the afternoon, and 7 minutes in the evening. Now, some of us go to school or go to work. You're getting free piano lessons. So invest $125, $150 in, a 61 key battery powered keyboard, and keep it under your desk at work, or keep it in the trunk of your car. And during your lunch break, pull it out from under your desk, or go to your car and practice for 7 minutes. And you'll see that you'll start progressing at a very, very rapid rate. Now, let me share a very, very quick story with you. I was approached by a school to become their music teacher. And I said, sure. And they said, come on in, teach the kids for 1 day, and we'll see how you like them and how they like you. I said, awesome. Went in, taught the kids. They loved me, loved them. And the hiring manager said, great, we'll hire you. What's your rate? And I said, $70 an hour. And they said, that's not in our budget. And I said, I'm sorry, but that's my rate. And I walked away. And the reason why my rate is so high is because my methods work. I have 8-year-old kids, 11-year-old kids, and they're all playing at a level that it's not typically common for their age. And it's because my methods and the way I teach actually works. And so what happened was 6 days later, I get a phone call saying, hey, we'll hire you. The kids like you, and can you start tomorrow? I said, sure. So a little about me. I played piano by ear when I was 5 or 6 years old, and I finally took lessons when I was 16 years old and studied in college for 2 years. Now, mind you, from age 5 to 16, during those 11 years, I could really only play 3 songs on the piano. And that meant when I got to college and I was majored in music, I was competing against all these kids that have been playing piano when they were little and already knew what scales were, what chords were, what modes were, what intervals were, and I was just learning what all those words meant. And so I had to sort of catch up to the level that they were at. And the way I was able to do that was through the method of waking up in the morning, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes in the evening. Now, because I was so far behind them, I wasn't doing 5 minutes. I was doing 30, 45 minutes or 60 minutes per session in the morning, afternoon, and the evening. I've been teaching piano since 2015. I also write songs and produce songs. I'm also a member of the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, more commonly known as ASCAP. So like I said, I was able to catch up to the level of my peers, and you can too. So let's jump into the next video and we'll go over all the keys on the piano and get you started.